So we're going to give this a try here. I'm going to do some coaching, a quick session here. So we've got all of our people up here. We're in a system of play called a 4-3-3. So that's 4 in the back, 3 midfielders and 3 attackers. You guys all know this, but 4-3-3. But I wanted to talk today a little bit about our style of play. And I wanted to start on the defensive end when we don't have the ball. I want you girls to think about this and think about what we do when we either lose the ball and lose the possession. Maybe we take a shot, the goalkeeper has the ball, maybe they have a goal kick, maybe they have a free kick or anything like that. I want you to think about our shape and what we do when we defend. And I want you to think about the field kind of like an hourglass shape. So I'm doing here, hourglass shape. The top is funneled in, and then once we get a little bit closer to our box, it actually funnels out. Okay? So, as you think about this, what we want to do defensively when we do not have the ball and when we're trying to win it back is we want to funnel, we want to force them into pressure. As you can see, playing a 4-3-3, our 3 midfielders are more central midfielders. We rely on our wingers and our outside backs to cover the outside. So we want to force people into pressure so that we can win the ball back. Okay, so what that means is if the goalkeeper has the ball here, we don't want all of our people in the middle. What we want is we want some people on the wing. We want our folks here. So the goalkeeper has to kick it down the middle, or if she doesn't, and it comes out here to one of us, we have somebody out here. So we want to move out to force that into the funnel so that our 10, our 8, and our 6 can get the challenges in and get the ball back. Okay, so let's say they have the ball here. So what is our 11 going to do? Our 11 is going to step here to force that person to not go out here, but she wants that person to dribble the ball or pass the ball centrally, because look, we have 10, 8, 6. We have everybody else that needs to then move into that funnel and force it in. Okay, our outside back is going to stay wide so that we can continue to push them in there. The reason that the funnel changes, or the hourglass changes at the bottom, is because now we're getting close to our net, we're getting close to our goal, our goalkeeper here. The goalkeeper obviously would be back. But once we get around our box, then we want to shepherd them and want to start moving them wide, because we don't want to push people into the middle so that they have a good clear shooting lane. So that makes sense. As we go through here, we want to bring them in and then push them out once we get close to that net. But if we can funnel everybody in here and be compact and get everybody to tighten into that funnel, then it's going to be very tough for them to play, and we're going to win that ball back. So a couple of other thoughts. We want them to do that. So you guys know the 3 Ds of defense: deny, delay, and destroy, right? Okay? So as we're funneling, what we want to do is we want to focus on, as soon as we lose the ball, and this is a change of possession, so if we pass it and it goes to the other team, I want 3 to 5 seconds of incredibly high pressure, where we just press. We push them in there, we try to get that ball back, and we put them under great pressure. So if that ball's in here and that someone's looking for a pass, then maybe our 10 steps, our 9 covers a defender, this person starts coming in. We really just high pressure. If there's anybody open, we find those open people so that they can't play that. And that's the deny part of what we're doing. We want to get that ball back as quickly as we can. Okay? After about 5 seconds, you'll hear from me to pull back. At that point, we go into a delay mode and we start to move and we start to get our shape. Okay? We start to bring people into the funnel, into the pressure, into where we have the majority of our defenders. And then finally, we're going to come back and win those. So keys to this are, we have to play good individual defense. Okay? If our 11 comes up here and that person easily beats her, then we're in trouble, because everybody else has shifted so that 11, or thinking that ball is going to come in here. And if that person gets down here, now we have everybody here and we have to all rotate. So individual defending is really, really critical. We can't just run in and let that person pass us so easily. Okay? Another concept, another thing to think about: who sees the entire field? If they're trying to play out of the back, it comes from back to front. We have to get better communication from our goalkeeper starting, and then from our back 4. Center backs, back 4. You guys are the ones that see everything let's say the ball is in here. You tell this 8, you tell this 6, I need you to step to the left, cover that person, cover number 5, okay? Whatever it is. Goalkeeper should always be communicating. Step up, push back, whatever you need to do to focus on those things, okay? So really critical. Again, the biggest thing I wanted you guys to think about today as far as our defensive style of play, all right? Our system of play is a 4-3-3, but our style of play, we're going to be a high-pressing team, and we're going to funnel towards the middle, okay, towards pressure, and then once we get around our box, then we can start pushing them wide. But that should help you understand or help you kind of visualize where you should be going, what you should be doing, right? If you're the 11 and you're pushing here, 7, you should not be all the way over here if the ball's there, right? 7 should be tucked in. We should all be forcing them into this funnel. Very, very critical, okay? And then from here, we're going to push them wide so they can't get a shot on goal. Communication is very important. I'm going to share that. So I'm going to do a couple of these videos. One is our style of play as far as defensive, okay? So we're going to do this funnel or this hourglass shape, okay? Be thinking about that. We'll focus on that in training. And then when we go to our offensive style of play, I'll describe that a little bit different in a different video so that we know where we're going with the ball, what our thoughts are, where we're moving, okay? So think about that. I want you to watch this video a few times before we train next. I want you to think about the funnel and think about always forcing people towards pressure. I want you to think about communication, and I want you to think about really, really strong individual defense. We are not a team where our number 9 doesn't have to play defense. We're going to be a high-pressing team where everybody has to play solid individual defense. You should take it personally if somebody gets past you on the dribble. You always have to play solid individual defense in this system. Because if one person gets beat easily, then it breaks down the whole system. Okay? Great. Let me do this here. Ah!